Two local medical groups are coming together to offer the best cancer care in the region.
Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live to tell us about their newest facility and how it came together.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm at the St. Mary's Cancer Center at JCMG. I'm in Jefferson City this morning, and I'm here to preview this brand new place. It's so nice. I'm here this morning with Dr. Bechtel. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. This place is so nice. We even got people still out here working.
Yes, I know they were putting film on the windows as we speak.
Yeah, so it's
yes,
brand new.
People working just
Tell me about the facility.
Well, this facility, what was just built was the radiation oncology part of the cancer center.
And that's where you work?
That's right.
Okay.
And the community raised the $6 million to do that, and they actually did it quicker than was expected.
It's not an easy task to raise $6 million.
I would imagine it's not.
We would have done it by now, right?
That's right. So, yeah, it's open and running, and we've been open for about 10 days. It's the big piece of equipment that we have is the linear accelerator that we treat cancer patients on.
Okay.
It's owned by St. Mary's, but it's on the JCMG campus here, and it was definitely a joint collaboration between the two entities.
Yeah.
And we're seeing patients. We treat lots of lung patients, breast cancer patients, prostate cancer patients, and other cancers too.
So this room that we're in right now doesn't really look like a cancer center or a hospital. Tell me about this room that we're in right now.
This is actually our cancer resource center. It's dedicated to Richard Wilson, who is a banker at Jefferson Bank and helped finance, from what I understand, JCMG and its when it first started up. And so his family dedicated money and for this resource center for cancer patients. They can come. There's brochures.
Very nice.
We have these special dolls for children whose parents are going through chemo that kind of the hair comes off, and there's these turbans underneath, and special books for them too. So yeah, this is a great place, and there's going to be an iPad in here for people to look at cancer websites, you know, as they're maybe getting chemo or just waiting on a relative.
Right.
So yeah, that's a great resource for patients.
And speaking of iPads, you guys are having an open house this weekend, and you could win an iPad, right? Tell me about that.
That's right. So Saturday, April 26th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., we're having an open house. We're going to be giving tours of the new cancer center. We'll each kind of be at our station where we work, kind of telling people about how things work. We are going to have a door prize, which is a brand new iPad that we're going to give away to someone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of because our whole campaign is sort of based on you've got a lot of living to do, and it's kind of like people taking selfies, and so the iPad is kind of in reference back to that.
Yeah, what would life be without selfies?
That's right.
And the internet and Facebook and all that. Well, tell me about your job here at the Cancer Center. What do you do specifically?
Well, I'm the radiation oncologist, so I use radiation to treat cancers, along with my counterparts who are the medical oncologists, Dr. Lowe and Breyer. They use chemotherapy, medical therapies to treat cancer. So radiation, you know, is basically kind of X-rays. They're a lot different than they used to be. They're very focused and intense, and they pinpoint right on the tumor. A lot of times it's daily treatments for several weeks that you come in and get. They're very short, take a few minutes, and you know, we kind of pinpoint right where the tumor is. So side effects are very dependent on kind of what part of the body but they're a lot better than they used to be. The new machine we have is very fancy. It can really shape and mold the radiation dose to fit right to the tumor and avoid the normal structures much better, so people get less sore throats and rashes.
The technology is changing like crazy.
A lot of computers involved and a lot of people behind the scenes that patients never meet, like physicists and what's called a dosimetrist that help me plan the radiation. Then there's therapists that actually deliver the radiation. I oversee what they do. So yeah, there's a lot of people involved.
Yeah. Well, this is a great resource for cancer patients and their families. In a little bit, we're going to come back. We're going to see more of the new facility, and we're going to talk about an upcoming event that's going to benefit breast cancer. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Now, we're talking about all different kinds of cancer centers. I think we called it a health center, but it's the Cancer Center. And you are a leader of a breast cancer group. Tell me a little bit about that.
I am. I'm the executive director of the Community Breast Care Project. It's been around since 2004.
Okay.
I've been the executive director since 2007.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006 and was given one of these notebooks.
Yeah, tell me about this. This is really nice.
We provide notebooks to women or men who have been diagnosed with breast cancer. We give them to the oncologist or the surgeon or the radiation oncologist, and that's how they get it. It has all of our information on the front, and inside is our brochure and an invitation to join our support group, which is called the Rah Rah Sisterhood, and a financial aid form.
Tell me about
So-
the financial aid form. And you guys have a big event coming up, and it kind of all
We
works
do.
together.
There's a fashion show being held at the Country Club on
Okay.
May 5th, and the money goes to the Community Breast Care Project, and women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer can receive a grant up to $500 if
Wow.
they're within the first year that they have been diagnosed. And to date, we have given about $57,000 out
Wow.
to women, $2,500 this month alone.
Wow, that's great.
It
I'm
is
sure that
great.
helps a lot right when they're diagnosed. I'm sure that's a really tough time.
It is. It's expensive to have breast cancer. They can use it for whatever they need it for. It doesn't have to go towards their bills.
Right.
For instance, we serve a county area, Cole, Callaway, Osage, Miller, Montauk, and Morgan counties. So those women, as Dr. Bechtel was talking about, has to come in every day for 6 weeks for radiation. And if they live somewhere like Gravois Mills, for instance,
Right.
that gets expensive.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they can use it for gas.
Yeah.
Whatever they need.
I'm sure that's
We've
a big
also
help.
provided school supplies for women. She had 4 children, and she couldn't afford to, because a lot of times when you're going through chemotherapy, you can't work. So it just puts a financial burden on the family.
Yeah, that's a great resource. Tell me about that Rah-Rah Sisterhood, that support group. That sounds like a great group.
It is a great group. We have about 60 members, and we meet once a month. And the good thing about it is when you're diagnosed with breast cancer, the first thing you want to do is talk to somebody that has gone through the same thing. And everybody has this long word that they become familiar with, which is their kind of breast cancer. There's tons of different kinds. And so what we do is try to hook them up with another woman immediately that has had that same kind, who's going to go through the same treatments, so that they can talk to them about what to expect. So it's kind of a mentorship that we try to hook them up. But it works really well. Family members are great support, but they really don't know
Right.
what to tell them is going to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great to have that resource, somebody to talk to. I'm sure it's a
Right.
very scary time,
It
and you
is.
went through it too. So
I did.
it's inspiring that you're leading all of these women and doing great things for fellow breast
Thank you.
cancer
Yeah, you have
patients.
you have to give back, and you have to say, okay, why did I get breast cancer? I think it's because I need to be the executive director of this little group and take it into the future of wherever it goes. Breast cancer is not just about October. Women are diagnosed every single day, and so we try to keep them in our thoughts every single day of the year.
Of course. And so this fashion show is going to benefit you guys. In a little bit when we come back, I'm going to talk to somebody, one of the organizers for the fashion show. We're going to talk about that great event coming up. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
2 local medical groups are raising the bar for cancer care in our community.
Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live to tell us about a big event that benefits the Community Breast Care Project.
Yes, good morning, guys. I'm at the St. Mary's Cancer Center at JCMG, and I'm here this morning with Donna. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Now, we're talking about a huge event that you guys are having coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Tell me about it.
It is a very special event. It's a style show, but what makes it so special is that all of the models are breast cancer survivors.
Oh.
We have 15, and 2 of them are men.
Nice.
And this is what's so important, because you don't really think of a man as having breast cancer.
No, you don't.
But they do, and it's just as devastating to them as it is to women. So I think it's going to be very educational for people. They're going to say, hey, wait a minute, I need to talk to my husband. He needs to go to the doctor. I need to check
Oh, yeah.
things. And also what's exciting about it is that so many people have come together to make this successful. Both cancer centers, both hospitals, the businesses in town, they've all been very generous to make this happen. We are sold out.
Good.
But we
That's
still
a good
have-
thing.
It is a good thing.
Can't complain.
We're very pleased about that, but we still have some ways to make some money for it. And as your segment before this one told how much we need money
Oh, yeah.
for these cancer patients. So I would like to talk about
Of
one
course.
of them. And Terry Martin, who is a professor of art at William Woods, did a painting that's absolutely gorgeous. It's 30 by 26. He has it all framed.
That's really nice.
It might look a little depressing to you if you're at different stages of cancer, but we named it Anticipation. And being a breast cancer survivor, I can understand different levels that you go through and looking at things. But now, to me, this is a work of art. And we're taking silent bids on it. It's at the Cottonstone Gallery downtown on display.
Okay.
And we will move it on to the event at the Country Club on May the 5th. And we also have a NASCAR that's we've been getting a lot of chances sold for. It's Carl Edwards.
Okay.
He has signed it.
Cool.
And what makes it special about this for this event is that this NASCAR was the result of a race that was done in Atlanta for the Children's Cancer Hospital. And a little 13-year-old girl designed the paint job for this car.
That's awesome.
And it's very special. So.
What other things are going to be going on at the fashion show? You said you've got the fashion show. Tell me about the clothes they'll be wearing.
The clothes are from 3 different areas. Sapphies and...
I think I saw American Shoe was on
American
there.
Shoe and Dillard's and...
Oh, I love this look, too.
I love this
We
look.
know Sonia. Sonia's the best. She's got the cutest clothes. Yes.
She does.
That'll be good.
Especially for your age and your size. She's got a lot
great
of
stuff.
cute things in there. But the other good thing about this is that so many of the people that are sponsoring this, they're going to have some brochures there. And there's going to be things on all different types of cancer that people can pick up. There's going to be a lot of educational materials.
Yeah.
To me, we have a lot of different things that happen, but it's a good chance to educate some people.
Remind me when it is and where it is.
May the 5th at the Jefferson City Country Club.
Okay. And you said it's sold out, unfortunately, but there's other ways to...
There is other ways to make money
to contribute. Yes, it goes to a very good cause, the breast cancer group.
It truly is, and Lori explained to you earlier where the money goes, and it's a fantastic group that I actually didn't know anything about until they contacted me on it, and so I immediately looked them up online to see exactly what they did, and it's a very good group of people. So
wonderful. Good luck at the event.
Thank you.
I hope it goes well. It sounds like a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Well, great. And we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.